Alright, let's start setting up this area here so we have a similar creating the boxes and text and everything. Alright, so back to this one. In the second column, just remove what you have here because this is where we want to start building this one. And what I want to do is create a row in this one. So having the row to control it, so instead of just going horizontal, vertical, we can use this here. And the first one I want to do is I want to do a ID and call this status underscore box. So the red, green and orange boxes, this is what I want to name them. And the first one I want to create is completed like this. And in here I just sorry, and then I want to add a span class to just have some extra text to it. I don't want to use a paragraph here because it has inherent margin and padding and so on. So what we just want to type done. That's what I have in this one. That means it's done, complete, woohoo, whatever. And I want to add some class to this so we can control how the text is. I want it to be font weight because we already have this in the other one. And instead of being bold, I want it to be light. And I want to have, instead of the body tag, body-1, I want to use caption for the 12 pixel size, so caption. And then the thing I want to do last is just add a padding to the left of it. So let's do this and see what this does. So this is what it does right now. So there's some issues here, but we'll fix those, don't worry. The same thing goes for the this text here, this complete. This needs to have a green box around it, right? So right now it's just a standard, not so pretty text that doesn't have anything. So let's scroll down to our CSS that's currently empty. And let's do a hashtag status box, there we go, box. I can't even spell correctly. And let's see if I can do this correctly on this keyboard. I can't. There we go. And in here we're just gonna set up a height as the first one. So let's set the height for 35 pixels. And the width, widows, what's that? And let's set this for 90 pixels in this case. And the next one, why is it giving me an error? Because I'm a moron apparently. There we go. Width, and let's set up a font size of let's just do it 12 pixels. Actually that's not really needed, but whatever. We want to just have border radius, so it's slightly curved edges for 2 pixels. And sorry, we want to use margins, so 5 at the top, so they let's leave this for 0 for now so we can actually see. And then we want to use a color, sorry, what's it called? Yeah, color. We want a color, and in this case we want it to be the color of white. So we want to use our map get because we set up sass. So map get and then hash. There we go. Woo, correctly one. So we want to use colors because that's the name in our Vuetify, and then we want to grab the white one. So let's try and click save and see what this does. And right now we can see these the color work, but we don't have any background color. I'm going to use class up here for our, because we need to do this later on. When we click it, we need to be able to flip between completed, click the button and we go from completed in progress, not started, in progress to completed, right? And also the other way around. So we can click this and have stuff happen. So we want to add the, where'd it go? There we go. Up here, we want to add the class of complete because that should turn it green. So now we have the green, and now you can see we start having some issues, right? So one of the things we want to start by doing is for the column here where we have our padding all for 2, we can also actually add into this just another padding, so padding left. So we can even change it a little bit so we create some more space around here. And the next thing we want to do is we want to set up our row. And where did it go? The row, there we are. We can use Vuetify's own, and since they're using display flex, we can use that one as well. So set this to center for align items. That should center at least this one here. And then since we're using this, we're creating this box bar ourselves all the way down here. We just need to type that in. So we're just gonna set it up for display flex here. and do justify content center and align items center. And let's see, so this makes everything in here. It's kind of a hard color to see, green and white. So what I want to do real quick as well is I want to add a text shadow like this. Oops, not emphasize. Why did it do that? Text shadow. It did it again. Text shadow. Thank you. And I want to use 1 pixel for X and Y axis and 1 for the fade or feather, or whatever you want to call it. And I just want to set up a little bit color for this so you can easily spot it here. Now, the last one I want to do is add 5 pixels for top and 0 for the. You won't really be able to spot this right now. It moved a little but I wanted to be able to create the space between these buttons so they're not mashed together like over here. So this is the first one. Let's do a copy paste of this one up here. Where'd it go? So our completed with our rows. So let's copy the entire row like this. Take it, paste it in 2 times, and let's do move this back, and hopefully we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4. Woohoo! And the reason why it's already doing it like this is because we set it up with rows, so it knows this row goes from here, then the next one, then the next one. If we remove the rows, it would be this, and then after this, and then after this. So using the standard flex setup. This is not completed. This is in progress. And what I want to say, we want to say this is somebody is working on this. Oops. Somebody is working on it. And the last one will be not started yet. And this is what is it? Not started. Like this. So let's save and let's see what this does. So this is 3 green boxes, and we will of course want to change the color. So in progress, there we go. Needs to be the orange color, and this needs to be incomplete. So just adding the class, that will change it up so it looks very similar to this one right now. Good, that's the first part. So in the next video we'll create this part over here.